Hello and welcome to today's League of Legends Roundup Part 2 for June 17th. We're covering the LEC and LCS in this video. You will notice that the first half of this video, it's brighter behind me than it will be later tonight when I get done with the LCS. But nevertheless, if you didn't catch Part 1, I covered the LPL and LCK. We had a couple good matchups, one being EDG versus JDG, and another being RNG versus FPX. RNG's first games since MSI. As well as T1's first games since MSI as well. But in this video, I cover the notes from the games in case you missed them. And by the way, there is a chance that tomorrow's video will be pushed back to Monday or Sunday's video will be pushed back to Monday. I still don't know. Obviously, I don't expect many views on that video, but if you're looking for it, it's a possibility that it's not coming out till Monday. Okay, so Vitality versus Mad Lions, 12-3. Mad Lions take the win in this one. Vitality just still doesn't have it. I will say I don't have a problem with Alfari. He picked Sejuani, which is really not an Alfari champ. And Arma just outplayed him in top lane. Arma ends up being MVP in the end of this game. I thought his setups were pretty good. So at 9 minutes, we had First Blood where Vitality would take a Rift Herald, go 1-0. They would then gank bot 2-1 at 12 minutes. Mad Lions would respond by going top lane at 13 minutes, but because Vitality have prio and bot, they take an Ocean. Laning phase ends at 16 minutes. Vitality up 3-2 in kills and have a 1.5k gold lead. During laning phase, Mad Lions attempted 3 ganks, roams, dives that they actually committed to. Successful only on 1. Vitality were 1 for 2. 19 minutes, Mad Lions get a pick, take a mountain. They then get a kill in mid a few minutes later and another pick. Mad take an Infernal. 26 minutes, they get a kill in the river and another pick, and now they're up 7-3. Gold still tied as of 27 minutes, but Kaiser is 1-1-5 on the Yumi. So he had the highest KP at the time, but I still think Arma was a key contributor. He was the setup on the Ornn. Mad would then go to Infernal Soul Point uncontested, and at 34 minutes they take the Baron and then ace Vitality 5-0, Arma with a double, and they end off of that. Final score 12-3, so Mad Lions are 1 for 1 on the power play. Vitality did not have any power plays. SK and BDS, game 2 was definitely the most interesting one of the day. Moved my board a bit. 12-16, the team with less kills ended up winning. We had a slow early game. That's going to happen a lot this split. SK take an Infernal, and then First Blood comes at 12 minutes when X, Maddie, and BDS get a double kill in bot. Then BDS would go 2-1 in top a minute later. SK would go bot at 14 minutes, which allowed them to take another Drake. They would take a Hex Tech. So at 16 minutes, laning phase ends with BDS up 4-2 and have a sizable 3.5k gold lead at this time. SK 1 for 3 on their attempts to make a play. BDS hadn't attempted any. At 17 minutes, SK then go top. 20 minutes, they go to Mountain Soul Point, winning, well, not even winning, actually. They go to Mountain Soul Point at 20 minutes. BDS punishes them 3-1 for doing so. Nuclear Int with a triple on the Akali. The game slows down as BDS takes the next Drake, and then at 26 minutes, SK go bot for a kill. So at 27 minutes, BDS's gold lead has went from 3.5k at 16 minutes to 1.5k at 27 minutes. The game's getting away from them. They're up 7-5 in kills. X-Maddie is 2-1-3. Those only 2 kills occurring in the early game at First Blood in bot. 31 minutes, SK take Mountain Soul, BDS get a kill afterwards, but can't do anything with it. And that became the trend as the late game began. BDS could get a pick, but they wouldn't do anything. 33 minutes, they win a fight 2-1 in the jungle. Doesn't matter. At 35 minutes, SK just force the Baron and take it, cutting the gold deficit to 1k. During the Baron, BDS slow SK down in the river 2-1. SK get a pick. At 39 minutes, SK would take the Elder uncontested and then get a kill mid. But couldn't do anything with it. So these teams are going back and forth getting objectives, but unable to finish. 42 minutes, BDS get a kill in the jungle, don't do anything. And then at 43 minutes, SK win a fight 3-2 in the jungle, and they say, screw this, we're going to end the game. Final score 12-16. Gilius ends up being MVP. 2 of the Drakes he took were arguable steals. Very impactful. That soul mattered a lot. It kept SK in the game and didn't allow BDS to get away from them. So SK 0 for 2 on the power play because they had a Baron and an Elder. BDS had nothing. This is not a surprise, though. BDS all spring long would get out to leads and then struggle to close them out. Game 3 was our blowout of the day, near perfect game. XL versus Misfits. I said in my sneak peek video, I try and plug my sneak peek videos if you don't watch them, that Misfits had to get Vethio on a carry. And what did they decide to do? Not pick Ari in the first rotation, and instead pick him and Oriana on pick 5. And my voice got really quiet there because that's what Vethio. I don't even know if he was on the stage. Not good. So at 4 minutes, XL get a double, 2 kills in mid, and that's how they open this one up. Between 4 minutes and 12 minutes, we'd have no kills, where XL would then take a Mountain and a Hextech Drake. 12 minutes, they dive bot 3-0, Nuke Duck with a double on Twisted Fate. Laning phase ends at 16 minutes with XL up 5-0, 4.5k gold. Marcoon is 1-1 and 4 on the Volley Bear. He ends up being MVP. Marcoon was all over the place making things happen, although he only committed to one gank that was successful during laning phase. He really put Schlatan in a massive hole. He really dominated the Volley Bear Viego matchup in a way that I don't think many people thought, because I mean Volley Bear is not a champion really being used in the Eastern leagues in Korea or China all that much. So he had a lot of prevalence today in EU. So maybe that's something that we're gonna have to look forward to if you're an LCK or LPL fan going forward. XL get a couple kills in the jungle. Patrick with both at 16 minutes on Twitch. XL go to Cloud Soul Point after that. They get a pick. They take Cloud Soul outright uncontested. 23 minutes, they win a fight 3-0. Take a Baron. Patrick with 2 of the 3 kills. Gives them an 8k lead. And then they end 3-0 in mid. Marcoon with a double. Ending on the power play. Just a very simple, easy game out of XL. Mickey X looking really good on a Yumi, which not really all that hard to do. But the Twitch was impactful against the Zeri. Just Misfits really didn't have anything going. There's nothing really nice to say about Misfits in this game. Their best player was on a control mage that is like irrelevant right now, and that is kind of a play on words because Misfits top laner was irrelevant in this game. G2 and Astralis. G2 looking a little flat to start this one out. They didn't get a lot of scrim time, as Yanko said. So they were on struggle street trying to close this one out. At 3 minutes, Astralis got a pick and would go bot lane at 4 minutes, taking a Drake at 6 minutes. So Astralis are really going in the first 6 minutes. G2 end up diving top as Astralis take the mountain at 6 minutes. 11 minutes, G2 get another kill top, so they're focusing on getting Broken Blade ahead of Vizicachi. Astralis take a Hextech and laning phase ends at 14 minutes, 2-2. G2 up 2.5k gold. During laning phase, G2 are 1 for 2 on their attempts to make a play. Astralis 1 for 3. G2 then take a Cloud. Astralis get a kill mid. 21 minutes, G2 win a big fight in mid 4-1. Flacked with a double, which kind of set the game off for G2. 29 minutes, G2, 24 minutes, G2 take a Cloud. Astralis punishes them 2-0 for doing so. So now at 27 minutes, G2 have a 5.5k gold lead. So the gold lead from 14 to 27 minutes has more than doubled, but it isn't all that much really at 27 minutes, 5.5k. I mean, could flip really quickly. Kills are still tied 6-6. Patrick is 4-1 and 2 on the Twitch for Astralis. No. Kabe. I don't know why I wrote Patrick because of this game. Kabe was 4-1 and 2. 29 minutes, G2 go to Cloud Soul Point 1-0. They then take a Baron 1-0 a minute later, giving them a 9k gold lead. And then during the Baron, they would close it out. Shortly after the Baron, they'd close it out. 31 minutes, G2 win a fight in top 5-0. Caps with a triple, Flacked with a double. They would then win a fight 2-0 at 33 minutes in mid. Broken Blade with both kills as they pushed to end. Final score 18-6 as G2 did not end with the Baron. It had subsided. Final game, Rogue and Fnatic, the one we were most interested in going into today. Fnatic really took it to Rogue. Malring was active in the early game, getting first blood on the Vi at 5 minutes going mid lane. Razork would respond by going bot a minute later, getting 2 kills. That would lead to a Mountain with the Prio. 11 minutes, Rogue would get a kill in the river. They'd then go bot lane again in the case of Fnatic, so they went bot lane twice, getting upset ahead, who ends up being MVP on the Draven. By the way, Caps was MVP in Game 4. His Zoe was on point, dealing a ton of damage, really setting up plays. Laning phase ends at 15 minutes with Fnatic up 3-2. Gold's pretty close. Razork is 1-0-2, so 3 out of 3 kill participation on a Volibear. During laning phase, Fnatic were 2 for 3 on their attempts to make a play. Rogue 1 for 3. 16 minutes, there'd be a skirmish in top that goes 1-1. Fnatic then take an Ocean. At 18 minutes, Rogue get a pick. A minute later, Rogue starts crawling back into this game. So they get a pick, they get a couple kills top at 19 minutes, and the game's starting to look okay for Rogue. But at 20 minutes, things turn for the worst. When Fnatic get 2 kills, they take Baron, they get 2 more kills, Upset and Wonder, both with 2 each. That gives Fnatic a 2k lead. Humanoid then outplays a dive attempt by Rogue during the Baron, 2 for 1. 23 minutes, Rogue are able to prevent Hextech Soul Point by stealing the Drake. Fnatic winning the fight 2-0 afterwards. They then get a pick. And at 24 minutes, Fnatic's gold lead is now 4.5k. They're up 13-7 in kills. And Upset is 7-1-3 on the Draven. So the Draven is fed. Fnatic then go to Hextech Soul Point. 29 minutes. They win a fight 3-1 to secure their second Baron, giving them a 7k gold lead. And then the final fight occurs at 33 minutes at the Hextech Drake, where Fnatic takes Soul, winning a fight 2-0 and then ending. Final score 21-8. 0 for 2 on the power play. But Fnatic really took it to Rogue. Rogue looked flat. We'll see how things pan out the rest of the week. Not going to write off what happened in this one too much. It is a marquee matchup, but at the same time, we know it's day one. The only things that I really noticed were that Misfits don't know what their win condition is, which with Vethio, and Vitality still are on struggle street to a degree, and Mad Lions looked okay. So that's kind of my takeaways from the LEC today. Now on to the LCS. All right, now on to the LCS. So C9 and EG started us off, 2 teams that are in the top 25 of my power rankings that came out Thursday. Slow early game where C9 would take an Ocean. They would then go top lane. EG take a Cloud, C9 take an Infernal, and at 18 minutes we've had 1 kill and gold is tied. So this game, very slow. EG then take an Infernal, and at 25 minutes we get our next team fight, 5-2, where Jensen returns to the LCS with the triple kill, and Fudge gets a double kill to set it up, giving them a 4k gold lead. Jensen on a Victor and Fudge on a Fiora. EG would go to Infernal Soul Point on the opposite side of the rift. EG then get a pick after the Baron subsides. At 32 minutes, C9 go to Infernal Soul Point themselves. EG winning the fight afterwards 4-2. Fudge and Jojo Pune exchanging double kills. Jojo ends up being MVP because despite him not getting a ton of kills in these final team fights, he was dealing a ton of damage. Like his Quirky was setting things up, getting ahead, and succeeding. EG take a Baron off of this fight. So the gold deficit's now only 1k. The score is 8-8. Jensen is 4-1-2. Jojo is 3-1-4 as of 37 minutes. At 38 minutes, EG wins a fight 5-3. Danny with a triple. Jensen with a double on C9 to in the fight, but EG ended up getting the soul. EG get their second Baron at 45 minutes, which gives them a 1.5k gold lead, which is essentially 0 at 45 minutes. The final team fight decided it all at 43 minutes, was when that Baron happened. 44 minutes, a minute after, EG would win a fight 4-0. Danny with a triple to end. During laning phase, EG attempted one play and it failed. C9 were 1 for 1. On the power play, EG 1 for 2 with 2 Barons, finishing with the second one. And C9 got the first one like we went over and weren't successful. Game 2, really cut and dry. Golden Guardians and FlyQuest, there's not a lot written here because not a lot happened. Fly took a Cloud and then a Hextech, and at 12 minutes they got a pick for first blood. 16 minutes laning phase ended. Fly up 2k. Fly attempted one play. It was unsuccessful. Golden Guardians didn't attempt anything. FlyQuest then go to Mountain Soul Point uncontested. At 22 minutes they take Mountain Soul in a fight that goes 5-1. Takui with a Quadra. Takui ends up being MVP because he got all the kills this game on the Azir. At 25 minutes, FlyQuest take the Baron. That gives them a 6.5K gold lead, and then they end 5-1. Takui with a triple at 28 minutes. I went over that really fast, but as you can see, on the screen here, there's not a lot written here. Takui, it's the MVP. Game 3, 100 Thieves and TSM. This was another close game like the first one. At 3 minutes, TSM open it up, winning a fight 2-1 in mid. Spica with a double on Jarvan. At 5 minutes, Someday would outplay a top dive 1-for-1. TSM take an Ocean on the opposite side of the rift. At 11 minutes, there's an exchange of kills in mid 1-for-1. TSM then take a Mountain and they dive bot. So at 17 minutes, TSM are up 5-3, 2.5K gold. Spica is 2-0-3 at the time. During laning phase, 100 Thieves didn't attempt any plays, where TSM attempted 3 and were 1-for-3. 19 minutes, TSM get a kill mid. 2 minutes later, 100 Thieves would secure a Hextech Drake 1-for-1. Not even a minute later, though, TSM would force the Baron, taking it. 100 Thieves win the fight afterwards 2-1, but TSM now have a 3K gold lead. They wouldn't finish with that Baron, however. So at 26 minutes, 100 Thieves take their second Hextech 1-for-1 again. This makes the score 8-8. TSM still up 3.5K gold. Spica is 2-0-6, and Closer is 3-2-3. Both junglers being the key contributors here. At 28 minutes, 100 Thieves take a Baron after winning a fight 4-0. FBI with a double on Lucian, who he's setting up a lot of these plays. He ends up being MVP on the Nami. His bubbles were on point. His waves were on point. Really forcing out stopwatches and cleanses and things of that nature. I mean, the supports usually don't get a lot of love, but I thought Hui played a pretty good game. 100 Thieves use this Baron to go to Hextech Soul Point, and then at 34 minutes, they end 4-0 in the river. FBI with another double, 17-8. Both teams 0-for-1 on the power play. Game 4, Liquid do terrible things to Immortals. Clean gameplay. This, I think, goes down as a perfect game. TL would start off by going bot twice in the first 6 minutes. Then at 9 minutes, secure Rift Herald 1-0. Bwipo would solo kill Revenge in top. Bwipo ends up being MVP playing the Olaf. TL then take a Cloud. They get a 2v2 kill, and at 16 minutes, they're up 5-0, 4K gold. During laning phase, they attempted 2 plays, 1-for-2. Then they go bot lane at 16 minutes. Excuse me. Get a pick at 17 minutes. At 19 minutes, they win a fight 4-0. Bwipo with a double. This gives them a Hextech. They then go top. At 21 minutes, they get another pick. Take a Baron, up 11K gold. At this point, they're up 13-0 in kills. Bwipo is 5-0-3. And then they end shortly after the Baron expires at 25 minutes. TL pushing 3-0. Bwipo with a double. Just a clean game by TL. I mean, I'm going over these games fast because it's late. But at the same time, most of these games are not contested. This game was decided at level 1. Not level 1, but in the first 5 minutes. At 4 minutes, CLG would win a fight in the river, 3-0. Palafox getting all 3 kills on the Azir. And after that, it was just the Palafox show. So he ends up being MVP as Dignitas and CLG exchange Drakes, a Mountain and a Cloud respectively. 14 minutes, CLG won a fight in top 2-1. Then at 16 minutes, CLG won at 16 minutes, CLG ends laning phase up 5-1, 2.5K gold. During laning phase, CLG attempted a play and were 0-for-1. Dignitas didn't attempt any. CLG then take a Hextech. At 21 minutes, CLG take a Baron 2-0. They go 2-0. They take the Baron 2-0 afterwards. Palafox with 2 of those 4 kills are up 7K gold. They then go to Hextech Soul Point and take the Soul. So between 21 and 29 minutes, we don't have any kills. Actually, between 21 and 30 minutes, we have no kills, because at 29 minutes, CLG take their second Baron uncontested, giving them an 11K lead. They then end at 30 minutes 5-0, Dokla with a double. So just a clean, easy game out of CLG. They win 14-2, ending on the power play. So that's it for the LCS and LEC. Thank you for watching. If you stayed this long, subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. If you'll notice on my channel, I have my sneak peeks up for tomorrow's games. If you want to make predictions in the comments of those videos, you can. I'm keeping a tally of them as we go along. So if you like that sort of stuff, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I hope you come back for more content.